Today is Friday, March 4th, 2016 here at Long Branch on our current tiny home build. I want to talk today about setting up a pattern for rafters. This is a shed roof right there. So what I've done here is I've cut a length of a 2x4 at the height of our south wall, our north wall, our tall wall. Also cut a length here at our south wall, short wall length or height. And I've set them 8 feet apart, which is the width of our tiny home. I've set them up on these blocks so that I could set a 2x6 rafter underneath it. So this is simulating now the top of the house. And I've set the rafter about 1 7/8 inches into what will be the top of the wall. And that's kind of a judgment call. It seemed adequate to me. We're going to cut each rafter flush with the wall. We're not going to leave a rafter tail because this will be a hot roof, which means there will be no eave vents. So this way I can bring sheathing right up to the top of the rafter and give us a nice tight seal there. Then I'll add some ladder rakes for trim and eaves on the outside of the sheathing later on. So I've set this rafter underneath the wall, and I have drawn out what's called the bird's mouth. This notch will be cut out, and then this will be cut flush. And I've done the same thing on the other side. Right there, so that's our bird's mouth for the short side. And this, obviously, this is just going to go away. That's gone. And then I'll use that rafter as our guide to cut the others, or pattern. And let's talk a little bit about what our overall height can be. We know that legally we have to be under 13 feet 6 inches. We have 2 feet for the trailer, so we have to subtract that. We have 3/4 inch Advantech flooring, we have to subtract that. We've got a 1/2 inch of roof sheathing, and say 1 inch for the metal roof. That leaves us 11 feet 3/4 of an inch. So that is the maximum for the top of our rafter. So we'll see what we've got. There's 11 feet. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, it's a little hard to see, but we're pretty close to, well, we're at 7/8, but that's okay because I know that the trailer is actually a little less than 2 feet off the ground. And once we get the roof, or excuse me, the weight of the house on that trailer, it's gonna sink some. So we're gonna have at least 1 inch or more of leeway, which is good. We don't want to be right at 13.6. And then just talk briefly about the slope of the roof, the pitch of the roof. We know that our tall wall is 131 3/4, our short wall is 107 3/4. That's 24 inches difference. We have an 8-foot wide home, so you divide 24 by 8, and we have 3 inches. A pitch is measured, how far down does it go for every 12 inches across? So this is going to go down 3 inches for every foot, so this is called what's called a 312 pitch. And I happen to know that that is the minimum that metal roof manufacturers will warranty their product. Minimum of a 312 pitch. It'd be nice to have more of a pitch to get snow off the roof and so on, but the trade-off is you lose headroom in loft. So we've gone with 312, which is the minimum warrantyable pitch for a roof. All right, now I'll get to cutting these rafters.